Alrighty, everybody. How we doing? How we doing? What is up, Jake of All Trades? How you doing, Peter? What is up, Mo? Welcome in. Welcome in. I know I'm a little late, but hello there. Yes, we will check out CTX for you. I got you covered. We have an ultra short list today, as we are going to be looking at Bitcoin and Ethereum. You guys need to request everything else. We will be looking into trades because guess what? I am live over here on Pumpkin as well. So we are going to be looking to get the gains tonight. Anyways, taking all requests. So if you guys have a request, drop them in the chat. I got you covered. Currently speaking, Bitcoin, all it needed to do on the monthly was stay above 102,425. It did that. Highest monthly candle close in Bitcoin's history. History has been made. Oh my goodness. But apparently we're going to zero because everyone's bearish as shit. Anyways, looking at the weekly time frame. Is a dump over? Bullish Bob? I don't know. I wish I had a crystal ball. New month, new price action, bearish divergence on the weekly. I don't know, man. We could go down for all of June. We did lose our uptrend. We could have a nice retracement all the way back down to 93,726. Based off higher time frames, it's a possibility. Let's go into our daily time frame for Bitcoin here. Bitcoin has basically reset. We are back in this trading range that we were in that we entered into, I should say, around the beginning of May. So we're right back there. Good evening, Bernard. How you doing? How you doing? Anybody in the chat over on Pumpkin? Welcome in. Hello. Also, Pumpkin viewers, I do need your help. We need more followers. I have no followers on Pumpkin. That would be amazing if you guys could drop a follow if you do enjoy the coverage of the charts, especially on a Saturday night. For me, Saturday night. Anyways, so yeah, right now with Bitcoin, we did have a downtrend we broke out of, but we have a higher downtrend. If we do catch bids, I'm thinking this downtrend will hold us down, but that's just my opinion, because if we decide to stay up here and break the downtrend, well, we can continue going to the upside. BTC is only up 54.8% on the year. It's basically dead. Rip Bitcoin. Exactly. We just stay bearish out here. I feel like everybody in the crypto space has some PTSD from bear markets, and they're in disbelief all the time. It's kind of wild. They're like, oh, things are going well. There ain't no way. We're going down to 40,000 for sure. Chill out. Right now, we are about to hit that 50% retrace, sitting at 102.74, based off this recent rally. I think we're okay. Just a personal opinion. I think we're okay. Do you have support area to look at? If ever that 400, 200... Yeah, Mo. All of these lines are support levels. All of them. So if we lose 102, 96. If we lose 96, 93. If we lose 93, 87. If we lose 87, 77. These are all the major support levels based off your daily and your weekly. Yellow lines are the daily. Red lines are the weekly. Number 5 on the like. In bed, here show support midnight. But will watch long as I can. Helping with watch time hours, trade intuition. I appreciate you, man, but don't lose sleep over the stream. Do not lose sleep over the stream. I do greatly appreciate you, man. Thank you very much, guys. If you haven't done so, go check out Trade Intuition, check out his live streams, check out his videos, consume all his content, and then listen to some great music when you're driving around thinking about Trade Intuition stream. He's honestly a great guy, great info. Go check him out. Let me check over here on Pumpkin. We still have no chatters on Pumpkin. Pumpkin, looking for you guys to drop some requests here. One day, I hope I get a request. I think Monday, Tuesday, back in the green. Bullish Bob, I hope you're right. Hope you're right. There's a possibility. There's an argument. I could see the argument on your daily. We have reset our stochastic. We're back in neutral territory. We're holding a level of support. I can see the argument. I definitely can. But remember, new month, new price action. Weird things can happen. Just keep that in mind. Weird things can happen. If we do break to the upside, I'm aiming at 123,207. So that's my target for Bitcoin. Let's check out the liquidation heat map. So checking out liquidation heat map, going to symbol on the 24-hour. Looks like there's a bunch of shorts up there ready for the taking, but there's a ton of longs hanging out down here. I feel like that's pretty risky with the low volume of the weekend, but what do I know? I'm no whale. Going into the weekly here. On the weekly, all the liquidity is above you. So the weekly heat map looks amazing for upside. Absolutely amazing. It will be a cold day in hell when Jamie Dimon stops being bearish. That's fair. That's fair. But anytime Jamie Dimon really starts pouring it on with the bearish side, it's probably a really good time to buy. It's probably a really good time to buy, because guess what he's doing in the background? He's scooping up as much as possible while trying to drum up as much fear as possible. It happens every time. It's kind of wild. He's almost as good as Jim Cramer. All right, 4-hour time frame. Now, here's where I get a little worried, because right on the 4-hour, we reset that stochastic awfully fast. This is giving me the feeling that we're going to continue going to the downside. I'm not thinking that much downside. I'm just thinking what was once acting as support now is acting as resistance. So a very simple move out of Bitcoin we could see would be something like this, coming down to 101, 131, or 133. That's what I could see. A nice little drop simply because the 4-hour stochastic does not look great. Doesn't look great. Doug, wish me luck. Just opened 25x longs on XRP, Sonic, Trump, and Solana. Best of luck. Best of luck, Doug. Especially on that XRP one. Ugh. Best of luck, buddy. Sonic, who knows? Maybe. Sonic just isn't getting the love that it used to when it was formerly known as FTM. Trump coin, I would never trade it. I'm just my personal opinions. But yeah, that XRP one, I'm still looking at like 78 to 58 cents. I'm still not joking about it. Still not joking about it. I don't. If it gets down there, everybody's gonna be like, "Oh, but you were kidding around." I'm not joking when I say it should probably go down there. I'm not joking. Okay, you know what? I'm adding one to the list. We're gonna look at XRP because I think you guys really don't understand what I see on XRP's chart. XRP's chart looks really bad until you break a high. It looks really bad. Anyways, let's check in on Pumpkin. Do we have any chatters? No chatters at all. Okay, got it. Now, this is what I see out of Bitcoin based off the 4-hour stochastic. This is the only indication right now that is telling me we could see a bit of a drop. And you know what? I tend to listen, especially when it's over the weekend and whales can manipulate the market. We could very well see a 3.12% move to the downside for Bitcoin. This is a possibility. Oh shit. I was at a stop loss for sure. Always operate with a stop loss? That should not even be a question. All right, let's go into the 1 hour. Now, your 1 hour is trying to give you a lot of hope right now, but you did crack into the bullish control zone. You fell into the bearish control zone. Now you're finding a bit of resistance on your relative strength. That would have me worried until we break out convincingly. Break out? I'm a little worried. Another thing I'm noticing, you have this high right here, and it's a very, very menial, very tiny little lower high. It's not really good. It's not really great. It doesn't really make me feel secure in the actions that are being taken here. What I'm thinking is this is now our resistance to break. So this is becoming an issue, in my opinion. It was acting as support. We fell through it. Resistance came down, came back up. Resistance, fake out, could be coming down. So just keep your eyes peeled. It could be a little bearish. Leading into the weekly candle close, could be a little bearish. Can you again please look at AIXBT and virtual? Yeah, I'm shorting virtual right now. I did not mention it inside of the Discord because my son got shots yesterday and he's had a fever all day, and I'll tell you, it sucked the life out of me taking care of that little boy today. It was rough. But yeah, we can check out both of those. AIXBT and virtual. And for those of you who think I'm full of crap, here's the trade. We are currently up 66% in the short. I'm currently shorting it. So, 15x short on virtual. Not joking. Not joking. I got in up here. We're doing pretty good. Anyways. So, yeah, I have some concerns about this. Maybe they try and push it up overnight, but until we break this downtrend here, I'm gonna stay concerned. I'm gonna just stay concerned. A decision will be made sometime. Hope your son gets better soon. Oh, he should be fine. He got vaccines, and ugh. Anytime a baby gets a vaccine, you have this running risk of like fevers. Oh, it sucks every time. Sucks every time. It's so terrible. BTC bottoming at the point of control on the daily with upward MACD. Yeah. Trust me. I'm the first one here to say that this is a bullish setup. But remember, it's bullish until it's not. What I'm seeing on the 4 hour and what I'm seeing right here in front of your eyes, I am bringing to you what my vision is telling me. I'm telling you what my concerns are. My concern is that we are using what was acting as support as a resistance. Another thing to focus in on when it comes to the daily, which I feel like a lot of people don't realize, we just got to neutral territory. We could go into the bearish control zone easy. It's not hard. It is not hard to keep on falling. So just always, pay attention to the bearish case if you're going long. Pay attention to the bullish case if you're going short. The price is going to do whatever the price does. Remember, all technical analysis does for you is it gives you a slight edge in probabilities based off of history. That's all it is. If a whale on the weekend decides to dump this price while there's low trading volume, we're going down. Like, it will happen. If they decide to pump the market, they'll do that too. Nell, how you doing today? Yes, we can look at Toshi. I got you covered. Toshi and CRO. So yeah, the biggest problem I ever see out of traders is they start solely focusing on one thing, and that usually gets you burned, especially on the weekends. Weekends are rough. I'm in a short too. Told you yesterday on Discord they went for my entry, got stopped, and re-entered. Very nice, Mo. Very nice. Way to have that conviction. No, yesterday we were breaking out of downtrends. I was like, oh, we should see golden retraces. If you look at my Discord, I lit up the Discord today. I was like, bro, we have broken out in all these different places. I was bullish as shit this morning. And then as the day went on, well, the bullishness did not continue. It did not continue. It started rolling over. And I was like, everything looks bullish. Oh yeah, it's the weekend. Oops. So yeah. Weekend price action gets weird, guys. You all gotta remember, it's the weekend. Weird things can happen. Let's check in on pumpkin viewers over here. Pumpkin viewers, we got a couple in here. 7 of you. Welcome in. Welcome in. If you guys do enjoy the coverage of the markets, especially at this odd hour and day, please don't forget to follow me on Pumpkin. I do appreciate you guys. Now, this is a Bitcoin. I've been bantering about this for far too long, and once again, 4-hour time frame is what has me worried. It's the 4 hour. That's all it is. It's just the 4 hour. I know we're in the bearish control zone. I've seen weirder things. A 3% drop really isn't that much. And noted, it still would not bring you a lower low. You would still be above this wick. So it still would be okay. Scalping off the VWAP? Hey man, do it. Doug says, hit the like button. I agree with Doug. Hit the like if you are here. Help out the algorithm. The algorithm is not my friend, as I'm finding out. The algorithm does not like me. So we need to boost those algorithmic numbers. A like really does help. Anyways, let's get into Ethereum. So Ethereum right now, let's check out its monthly chart. So on the monthly, nowhere close to all-time highs. Nowhere close. But if you look at this bullish engulfing, holy moly. In the last month, Ethereum pumped 40%. And it got a close above what was acting as support. Could have been resistance. But instead, now we broke above it. And we are above the 50 simple moving average. Good job for Ethereum. On the flip side of that, we have a monthly downtrend. So, all-time highs for Ethereum might take a while. Just might. The 1 hour makes me hopeful. Hey, the 1 hour does make me hopeful too. Which, that's why I say it's such a weird time, because you don't know which one's going to take over. You don't know how high it's going to go before the 4 hour matters. But we just put in a new 4 hour candle, so things could go up, I guess. They also could go down. This is usually the time in which I like to find trades. That's why my list to show you guys is extraordinarily small. Let's check out the 4 hour for Ethereum. Now on the 4 hour, you can see we did have a level of, it's acting as resistance as well. Jeez. So you have this right here. You can see it. You can see it. You can see it. You fell into this box and you can't break out. Frustrating. You had this uptrend. You lost the uptrend. Now you're finding resistance. Are we going up or are we going down? Not sure. We have a higher low after a breakout. I would be expecting a 618 golden retrace. Let's see if it happens. Let's just see if it happens. If we can hold support above 224.98, gonna be absolutely amazing. Gonna be amazing. But if we don't, well, we got support below us. So let's all pray for hopium. Let's pray for the 6% upside, and hopefully Bitcoin doesn't drag us down by our hair. Hopefully. Let's check out our 1 hour. 1 hour and 4 hour, they actually look forgiving for Ethereum. So this is good. This is actually really good. Your bullish case scenario, 6% upside. Now, to play devil's advocate here, acted as support, became resistance, and now we're falling. Devil's advocate, we always have them marked down. We always have a bearish case. So devil's advocate, if we do start going to the downside, we could see this thing come down to 24.04. That would be a 4.35% move to the downside. Take your bets, ladies and gentlemen. Drop a quarter in the slot. Enjoy the gamble. Enjoy it. So yeah. That's what I'm seeing out of Bitcoin. That's what I'm seeing out of XRP, or Bitcoin and Ethereum. Let's look at XRP real quick, because I feel like a lot of people really do think I'm joking around when I talk about like XRP's chart does not look good. I have had this up here for a while. Oh god, it looks even worse now. Alright, on the daily time frame, I need you to just focus on a high, a lower high, a high on your relative strength, higher high on relative strength. This is the problem. This is what I don't like. Doug, 150,000 Bitcoin in June. Excuse me? In June? That would be wild. And then 300,000 by October. Wild. Currently up 216%. $2,394 in profit. Let's go bullish. Let's go. Holding on ETH long since 16.8. Entry a 4x leverage long. Bullish Bob. I will never give you financial advice, especially for your trades. All I can ever do is tell you how I am willing to trade it and what I see. Me personally, when it comes to Ethereum, I can see the bullish case. However, and this is solely because I am extremely pessimistic on the weekends. I think they're trying to hunt the longs all the time. So I would be aiming at that 4% downside. Why do people think it's going to hyper surge like cycles past? I don't know. I mean, with Wall Street in here, they're doing a great job of buying OTC and suppressing the market in real time. They're doing a really good job of that. I'll tell you what. Anyways, so XRP, the hidden bearish divergence and then the bleed out, losing your 200 simple moving average. I mentioned it before. It was really weird. You got a death cross while above your moving averages. That was really strange. I didn't like that. And that's what had me, that was literally the sole reason I looked at the daily relative strength, and I was like, oh, we have hidden bearish divergence? this could end really poorly, because if there's a lot of longs in here, that's probably how they're going to bait everyone into going down. Because the long squeezes are going to be nasty. If we lose 209.48, which has been acting as such strong level of support, if we lose this level, I think this is the time. We're not just going to see 155. We might even work our way down to 87 cents or even this 74.78. This is the measured move. Based off of this price action here, measured move is down here, 69% drop. If you had taken a short the first time I mentioned this, you would be deep in the green. If you did that when I first mentioned it, you would be deep in the green. So right now, for XRP, you would have been 14% to the downside so far. But hey, apparently tomorrow we're going to 1,000, right guys? $1,000 per XRP, because all the banks in the world are not only going to use it, but they're going to buy more on the market, because that's what banks do. Yeah, it sounds a little far-fetched to me also. But anyways, this is what I see out of XRP. This is my biggest worry. You had an uptrend, you have a downtrend, you broke your uptrend. It's not looking great, but not looking great. So be careful on any longs on XRP until we can break a high. Like until we can break a high. Until we break this high. Like this one right here. If we can break this high, get above $3.03, let's go. If XRP hits 74 cents, I will open 100x long. Bet you won't. I bet you won't. I bet you won't. I wouldn't want the fees associated with that. Yeesh. I'd be sitting on it for a while. That's pretty funny. But yeah, so that's what I see out of XRP. Let's get into your guys' request. We're going to start off with the first one, which I'm in the trade. This is why we're going to start out with virtuals. So virtuals, what I saw today basically makes me think we about to come down to the 50 simple on the daily. Never understood the logic of banks using XRP. Wouldn't banks just make their own shit? JP Morgan Chase did make their own, but the problem is their infrastructure is hot garbage. They haven't figured out how to do the exact same thing that the crypto space has done. So, and then also Ripple, the company, they did a really good job of selling to a bunch of banks already, with the idea of like, oh, we have this thing called XRapid, so let me sell you some of these coins that we have unlocked from our treasury, and then you're buying it OTC at whatever price they're selling it at, and this way you guys can transfer value amongst each other in an instant, and you don't have to worry about the volatility. Literally, exact words, you don't have to worry about the volatility. They don't plan on moving the price. I look it up. You wouldn't have to worry about the volatility because it settles so quickly. They do not plan on moving price at all. It is a way of taking tokens from here to here in an instant. That's it. That's all. So, yeah. We'll see how it goes. We'll see how it goes. But yeah, for virtuals, what I saw here on the 4 hour, we had a level that acted as support. We fell through it. It is now resistance on a downtrend. I see virtuals coming down this 25%. This is why I got into the short. On top of that, looking at it on the 1 hour time frame, we had this beautiful uptrend that we fell out of. So I was like, all right, guess we're going down. I plan on taking all of it. So we'll see how this one goes, but I could see price coming down anywhere between $1.5364 or even as low as $1.3070. We'll see if we break our level here or if we make a higher low and break to the upside. That would get me to actually get out of this trade, but the 1 hour stochastic, super low, relative strength, not oversold. I do not have bullish divergence either. This is only an oversold bounce. There is no bullish divergence. So even if we do catch a little bit of a bounce, I think this will reset quickly and then we will roll over. So that's my opinion. That is how I'm trading it. And currently on the trade, we are only up 56%. So it is what it is. All right, that's virtual. Let's go ahead and check out CTX. Let's see if it has moved. CTX holding support at $1.6455. Let's go. TK, good evening. How are you doing today? Welcome in. Hold the line. Yeah, we'll see if it does. We'll see if it does. So CTX right now looking pretty bullish, looking pretty good. Looking at it on the daily time frame, you had a breakout of a downtrend. Beautiful. We are holding a level of support. Awesome. We need the market to be bullish as well. Like button smash. TK, I appreciate you. You're the best. You're the best around. Thank you very much. Now, if this thing does stay bullish, we're going to be looking for a nice move up here. It's from where we're sitting. It was 47%. Now it's 63%. But you need to break out of this downtrend. Looks like you could be stuck in this thing all the way until July 15th or something. I don't know. This is a very slow moving asset. So maybe, just maybe, you get a breakout sometime in the near future. But man, you are patient still being in this one, Peter. You are patient. Much more patient than I would be. But good for you. Good for you. The payday could come a possible 63% move to the upside if the market stays bullish. If it stays bullish. The thing you do have to worry about, what was acting as support back here is resistance. So, there is a possibility you roll over. There's a possibility you could go down and see 78.63. I would have that stop loss just below this wick right here. If you lose this level, it's going to be bad news bears all around. It's not going to be fun. You're going to see a substantial drop. So let's just hope that you can hold on to the box. Hold on to the box. Going to get some rest. Thank you, Porky, for all your hard work and support. Trade Intuition, no problem at all. Thank you so much for coming in, supporting the stream. Guys, once again, go out, check Trade Intuition. He is absolutely awesome live streamer, YouTuber, and music create. He makes good music, all right? This is his channel. Go check him out. Absolutely awesome. And here's the link in the chat on both YouTube and Twitch. There you go. Get some rest, Trade Intuition. I appreciate you, man. I appreciate you. Pumpkin, are we still doing it? Are we casting? Shit. I don't know if we're casting. Let me redo this real quick. Quick little refresh on the live. Yep. It's okay for that. Exit the casting. Let's do it again, because I know this thing does give me some issues every once in a while. Making sure it works. Alrighty. So, that's what I see out of CTX. Could be seeing a little bit of upside, or market goes a little bearish. Could get real dumpy out here. AIXBT. AIXBT. Oh boy, we lost the uptrend. Oh boy. So on the daily, it was a positive day yesterday, up 6%. Now on the new day, we're down 3%. We are going sideways as shit. Yesterday, the 15-minute 200 MA was a magnet for many coins. I mean, it kind of makes sense. If you lose a 200 simple moving average, normally the price will like to backtest it. I don't know if it's a magnet per se, but it's just kind of what happens in markets. I like to call it more of a self-fulfilling prophecy. And if that's what traders are looking for, that's probably going to happen. Otherwise, they don't have liquidity to perform any trades. Because the traders will be like, oh, well, I'm just not going to touch it until it does what I want. How everyone should trade. Alright, this area was acting as a support. We are not capable of touching it yet. We were oversold. No bullish divergence on the 4 hour. Not really giving me very much hope there. Checking out the 1 hour. You have that bearish cross here. And you're finding a lot of resistance and a lower high. This could fall. You also lost your most recent uptrend. There's a lot of things telling me this doesn't look good. A lot of things are telling me it doesn't look good. And this is probably going to be the deciding factor. Yeah, we're not even getting to that downtrend. Damn. Firing banks is how you blow an account. What? So confused. So yeah, this is the uptrend I'm talking about. You lost it. So from there, you're basically going to be like, oh, well, what was acting as a resistance? Well, this area right here. This area right here. You tried to break above it. You fell back below it. You even back tested it. Let's check it out on the 15. Yeah, on the 15. Why did we fall back below it? That's kind of a shame. I don't like to see that. Kind of a shame. So if this thing can't get its act together, we could very well see further downside. Oh, choppy markets, they're always hard to trade. Choppy markets on the weekend, that's like beyond expert rating, and you might as well go enjoy the outside. There, you have a possibility of 16% downside, or you can get a golden retrace to the upside. Currently speaking, the golden retrace to the upside is playing out at this moment. We need to figure out what Bitcoin's going to do. Is it going to go up? Is it going to go down? If Bitcoin goes up, hey, 28, getting that whole 28%, getting back up to 2237, definitely can play out. If Bitcoin decides to be a little poopy doopy and go down 3%, well, 16% looks really likely. So you can see how this thing could be extremely confusing. You're going to have some traders who just saw this uptrend with a downtrend and just says, oh, the trend is my friend. So they will short. If the market turns bullish, darn, I got stopped out above this high. So in reality, you really have to break above 19.58 to be bullish. You have to break out above 19.58 with a breakout of the downtrend, and then you can be bullish. Until then, it's in your benefit to think of things in a bearish light. Just my opinion. That's just what I see out of the chart. Da-da-da. Alright, stream on pumpkin still going. Still hanging out there. Alright, cool. So yeah, markets are trying to go up right now. Maybe we see bullishness. We'll see what Bitcoin does. We'll see what Bitcoin does. So if it seems like I'm a little unsure, it's because I am. The market's unsure, so I'm unsure. Alright, Toshi. Toshi the cat. Like, you can see where I'm going with this, right? Like, we lost our support. We could definitely come back up and test it. But we're also putting in a much higher low. With hidden bullish divergence, technically. We have opportunities to both sides, up and down. The fact that we lost the support, we could continue going down easily. The fact that we're making a higher low with some hidden bullish divergence, and we reset while sitting on top of the 50 simple, well, we could get a breakout to the upside and see crazy upside potential. So your daily, with a low stochastic, it is telling us, hey, we could be going up. Now with your 4 hour and that high stochastic, could be going down. Also, no bullish divergence. We could really be going down. And on the 4 hour, we lost our 200 simple. That's probably the biggest damning thing possible. You don't want to lose your 200 on the 4 hour. In crypto, that is kind of a major time frame. Losing the 200, it is rough. Getting a bearish cross in the coming hours, going to be more rough. So that's unfortunate. We're really going to want to pay attention to this level at 6093. But it looks like we're already fighting resistance before we even got there. Let's check out your 1 hour. Oh, maybe that's why. Because we had resistance here, and now we have a lower high. That's That's not great. And bearish divergence on the RSI? What? But now we're putting in a higher low? Confusing. Confusing. You like to request Adam, QD, and EIX. Alrighty. Adam, QD, EIX. Got you covered, Jim. How you doing, Mo Money? How you doing? Welcome in. Welcome in. Yeah, so for me, if I was trading this, I would be looking to short. I really would be looking to short. And I would be utilizing this as my argument right here. So the closer we are to this downtrend here, the more confident I would be. Here's our uptrend that we are trying to break below right now. This has the opportunity of coming down here if the trend continues. No problem, Jim, anytime. So if your trend continues going down, here is your bearish case. 25% downside is the bearish case. And that would also coincide with this trading range back here, which would not be weird. Now for your bullish case scenario, let's just focus on the 618 golden retrace that could happen. So if you break out of this longer term downtrend, you could see this thing rally up 46%. Take your bets, enjoy the ride. On the 15-minute, BTC made a higher low, possibly gonna make higher high. Isn't that a bullish divergence? No, it's just the start of an uptrend on an insignificant time frame. Significant time frames, weekly, daily, 4 hour. Insignificant time frames. 1 hour, 15-minute, anything below an hour. Very insignificant time frames. A lot of things fail. That's why they're considered insignificant. So, I mean, literally anything could happen. That's why I'm focused on the daily and the 4 hour so much lately, because those are significant time frames. All right. So right now with Toshi, you do have an opportunity of 25% downside, or if you happen to break out, if you hold a support, if you make a higher low, then you could see this 46% move to the upside. So understand those steps I just said. You need to break out, you need to hold support, and then you need a higher low. Give yourself all of that confirmation before trying to go long. We have been selling off hard. You need confirmation to go long, unless you're scalping. A scalp trade, I mean, you're in it and out of it within a couple hours. That's different. But if you're trying to go long for a longer period of time, wait for your confirmation. Confirmation is king. Confirmation is king. All right? Because this thing right here, even if you make a 46% move to the upside, getting that golden retrace, you can still deem it as a lower high because of this wick. So understand, this is a bearish retrace. Still bearish, but you could go up. Virtual coming back. Great. I don't care. Still in the trade. I'm not worried. If it stops me out, that means it's going up. That means I can change my trading strategy and I can actually start going long, because it would have broken out of a downtrend and then I'll be looking for support. It's okay if it goes up for the short term. I'm looking for the 25% downside because it used a former support as a resistance. You're not supposed to do that. If you're doing that, that means we're downtrending in the worst type of way. It did it on the hourly. Terrible. Anyways, that's Toshi. Let's go on to Adam. Going into Adam. Losing an uptrend. Yikes. Oh, see, Adam's built different. You want to know why? Because you had what was acting as a resistance now as a back test of support. Adam is kind of built different. I don't expect us to go anywhere until CME open. That is a fair assessment there, Jim. Fair assessment. The buy and sell signals I have gave you is on point on lower time frames. It helps to jump in and out. Makes sense. That definitely makes sense. I don't know. Considering the market's been so choppy, I've been looking at higher time frames lately. Choppy market, all I focus on is like the 4 hour. I can't do the day trading. As we've seen on Pumpkin, 2 nights in a row, I put in a trade, and then like 20 minutes later, I have to get out of the trade. It's like, oh, never mind. It did me dirty. So at this point in time, I'm thinking if I want to go long, I'm going to enter a short. If I want to go short, I'm going to enter a long. That's all I'm doing on the lower time frames. Because it just seems like opposite world. Those downtrend back tests are sneaky, very sneaky. Yeah, it is very sneaky because also you're putting in a higher low, but since you do have this back test of a downtrend, we can still be bullish on this one for now. But also the big part, we broke out. We breached this level at 481. We tried to hold it as support, then the market dumped on us. I would be leaning a little bit more bullish on this one. Little bit more bullish on this one. You have a possibility of going to $6.50 on a false bearish breakdown. But let's go into the 4 hour and let's see what's going on here. See, the 4 hour looks awful. Looks absolutely awful. I recharted NKN and found that the wick low in April backtested the downtrend from 2021. First time since it broke in 2023. That's crazy. That is actually great. See, that's stuff that like most people wouldn't even think of looking at. So, ugh. These markets can be awfully strange. They can be awfully strange. So we did have a major level of... So this could be a problem. If you come up... You just got your bearish cross on the 4 hour, by the way. So I can't really be that bullish. Gonna be staying bearish until you break out of this downtrend. Which, no, you technically have 2 downtrends, but breaking out of this one would be a big deal. What the what? Okay. Breaking out of this downtrend would be a big deal, but I stay bearish until we break out. You're getting a high stochastic off nothing. Hopefully you put in a higher low because you do not have bullish divergence yet. Understand, if you end up going lower, coming back in here with a higher relative strength, now we have bullish divergence. Now we can start being like, hey, something's different here. Something's looking good. But until that happens, you know, I like to stay bearish. Right now, you do have a level to beat, which is frustrating to say the least. I would be looking at it like this. So this is the level I would be focused on beating out and bullishly backtesting to then try the breakout. We'll see if it happens. Otherwise, we could be going down in a little terrible way. I'd only focus on this level here. From the high, low, yeah. Oh, man. You're getting that hidden bearish divergence, too? Yikes. Can I also do Cato, ALCH. Alright. You stake quite a bit of Atom, so I welcome lower prices. Nice. ALCH and Cato. So yeah, bearish case scenario, you could be coming down a bit. You'd be looking for 396 to 374. It'd be about a 9% drop. Maybe you go down and touch support, 14% downside. Just maybe. This also would coincide with your lows from back here. So you'd still be holding a support, which is absolutely insane, but possibilities are there. If you do end up holding those lows, then you start moving to the upside, awesome. Awesome. Love it. We'll see what it does. Oh, bullish case scenario is kind of ridiculous. Going out to the 4 hour to see it. 650 is a bullish case. You would just fly out of there. I know Jim likes to hold for a little bit, so yeah, you'd fly out of there. You go pretty high. Go pretty high. QD. I like what QD is doing. I really like it. You got a flatline level of resistance. You broke above it. False bearish breakdown, popping back up after bearish divergence. So you already reset. This is good. What I'd be looking for out of QD. Also, you have a bullish cross on the weekly. That's a really big deal, actually. 452 is what I'd be targeting next. It also coincides with this trading level over here. This little area right here. So if you can get up in here, you're doing pretty darn good. That looks like it would be your next target. So QD, focus on 53% upside. This could take you a while because this is the weekly time frame, but looks like a pretty good trade setup. Edison, screw those people. All right. Huh. You hit it once, you hit it twice, couldn't touch it. But you're resetting very fast on your weekly stochastic. That's impressive. What in the world? How'd that happen? Are they supporting Diddy in his trial? Like, jeez. Currently, you are above a level. This is good. You're about to get a death cross on the weekly, though. That's not good. Let's check the monthly real fast. What do we got? Yeah, your monthly looks fine. You're below the 200 monthly. Ugh. Using it as resistance? I don't know what Edison did wrong, but apparently it was bad. It was really bad. What? You're just falling off. Jeez. Well, if you can break out of this downtrend, fantastic. But until then, stay bearish, my friends. Yeesh. You have a possibility of much more downside. So if you do go down, you're going to be looking for 40.06. Now, noted, this is a symmetrical triangle. You could break to the upside. On that break to the upside, you have a measured move over here. It would be a 24% move to the upside and a bearish backtest of that 200. So we have bullish and bearish case out here. Considering price action looks so abysmal, I'd be looking for this 28% move to the downside. You're below a lot of levels of support. And that quick reset of the stochastic on the weekly, that has me a little worried. I don't like that. Alright, that was EIX. Let's go ahead and check out CRO. Kronos. Formerly known as Crypto.com. I guess it's not really moving very fast. We're still looking for that 21% move to the upside, getting to 11,729. But over time, you might get up to the 17,071. Over time, you might get there. We will see. You're actually doing a very good job on the daily, holding on to that 50 simple moving average. That's good. The problem I see is the bearish divergence that's starting to form. That's the only problem I see. Oh. And this. You're going to have to break above that blue box. You used it right here as a resistance. Used it back here as a resistance. Now you're putting in daily bearish divergence, trying to get up to it. I'm thinking that 21% might be all that you get. Your 4 hours already rolling over? Ugh. But you did put in a higher high. You broke out of a downtrend. Yeah, this one looks kind of strange. I'm still leaning toward this 11,729 playing out before it really pulls down, but this is a strange chart. Since it's going so sideways, very strange chart. Damn it. ALCH, since we looked at it last, has done absolutely nothing. So are we ever going to get any communication of those 70 billion coins, or is that just going to hang over stakers and investors until it just happens? Oh man, who knows? Who knows? That's a lot of coins. Total market cap, por favor. Alright, Damien, we'll check it out. Are you out and about right now? Are you out partying while requesting this? Alrighty, so we are broken out of a downtrend. ALCH has every opportunity to go up. When bids. That's what we're really worried about. Like, when bids. You're wicking to the downside, so the buying pressure's there. When bids. Total market cap looks like it's about to make a lower high. Oh no. We can't be bearish. Oh no. We'll check it out. So, bullish case scenario, since you are broken out of a downtrend, maybe you go up and you see 35,648 if we get the bids. But if we don't get the bids, well, I guess here's the bearish case. Bearish case, pretty much go test some support. Want to look at sign to enter a short. Interesting. 43 to 51% downside's possible. Crazy looking thing. Taking a short on BTC because that's what my signal says to do on the 15-minute. It's still a good indicator to display. Nice. Nice. Let me write these things down. You want sign, total market cap. Hold on. Total, sign, and then Twix wants LBR and MXC. Alrighty, let's go check in on the pumpkin folks over here. Do we have any chatter? No chatters. No chatters. Got it. You know, I'm hoping to jump into a trade tonight. I didn't realize you guys would have so much to talk about. He's worried about the head and shoulders playing out, I bet. Head and shoulders. I don't pay attention to head and shoulders. If I'm being completely honest, I really don't. Yeah, ALCH. It's going to figure it out eventually. I don't know. You're just bleeding. It's frustrating to see. This is the daily chart, and you've hardly done anything besides go down. And you're constantly getting faded every time people try to buy. Just sell pressure, sell pressure, sell pressure, nonstop. So maybe when the bot stops selling, you can go up. I want everyone here to smash that dreaded like button. It would be nice. But, you know, there's always like 2 to 3 dislikes. So somebody, every time we talk about smash up the like, they're like, dislike. Like, okay, alright. 15-minute doesn't look great. Yeah, I don't know what to tell you on this one, brother. Because it looks bad, but also you broke out of a downtrend. So it looks good. I don't know, man. I don't know about ALCH. Things that move like this and it's this crappily choppy, I don't trade them, so I don't have really any insight on it. It could go up, it could go down. No idea until it does something. What you can really focus on is the death cross on the 4-hour, the bearish cross, 200's moving down, so your momentum into the downside, which would make you bet in the direction of the downside. And that happens to be like a 51% move to the downside. So, we'll see what it does. We'll see. But, yeah. Alrighty. Next up, LBR. Dislikes are good too. I don't know. I know it's interaction. I know that's all that YouTube cares about. It's still weird to see a dislike, though. You know? Mentally, it's a little weird. Okay, so your downtrend could be coming to an end by the end of July. Sweet. Checking out your daily. Daily's trying its best to look good, but this is a lot of selling pressure. A lot of selling pressure. It's like people are just feeding off the rallies, so gotta be careful with that. Could it go up? Of course. Definitely could. Anything could go up. Would I be betting that it would go up? Not really. I'd kind of bet that this thing would just stay sideways for a couple months. Total crypto has head and shoulders forming. That's what I was referring to. Okay, I got you. I got you, Rich. I got you. So maybe sometime in the distant future, like around, I don't know, September, October, you might see this thing rally up 174%. But as for like a quick move, I don't see it. Once you break out of this downtrend, you have a lot more opportunity of upside. Until it's broken out, you're kind of just sitting on your hands. And once again, that's all the way out, okay, like August, September range, when you'd break out, get a back test, get a higher low, and then start seeing some upside. I'm going to be waiting on this one for a while, in my opinion. It could go to the moon tomorrow. I could be totally wrong. It could just be such a low cap that like 3 dudes in their basement are like, "Hey bro, let's pump LBR token." Yeah, that sounds cool. You know, they could do it. Anyways, MXC. I think we looked at this coin the other day, didn't we? Where did we look at it? There it is. Alright, so we looked at the Bitmart chart. Hasn't done much. You got some support off that 2618 level. So I'm guessing from the way I look at this, it's probably going to consolidate for a while. Maybe it's going to bleed out a bit. But I wouldn't touch this with a 10-foot pole. No one saw this rally coming. It went from 0 volume to explosion. I wouldn't touch this thing at all. I have no idea where this thing could go. All I know is you're in a range right now. If you break above it, you're bullish. You break below it, you're bearish. This could consolidate for a very long time. So here's your possibilities. Bullish possibility. Bearish possibility. Flip your coin, take your bets, ladies and gentlemen. No idea what this thing's going to do. Alrighty. Kato. %15 downside looks pretty good to me. Those 22-year-old college girls invited me out to the bar, bought me a drink, then asked me how old I am. I made a guessing game, and they thought I was 28. I'm very flattered tonight. That sounds awful. I would hate if some girl thought I was 28. I want her to think I'm like 50. Like, are you 50? No. Sorry, I don't have the pension plan. You have a good night. Like, God, that's a level of energy I don't have anymore. 22-year-olds? Yikes. Terrible. But hey, live your best life, man. Live your best life. Enjoy it. Yeah. When I'm thinking about it, it's already like 1 o'clock for him. Oh boy. I'm either playing Warzone or I'm ready for bed. 1 o'clock? That's late. That's late, man. It acted as support once, and then it was only resistance. I definitely look 50, so I've got that covered. Let's go. No, it was funny. Somebody mentioned to me the other day, they're like, oh, you look like you're 35. I was like, yeah, I've been getting that since I was like 23, 24. I'm glad I'm still looking like I'm 35. This is solid. Let's see if I can keep it going into my 40s. Damien going to be daddy tonight? Oh, goodness. That sounds terrible. Then you gotta provide Uber money. Ugh. You almost made the measured move to the downside. The problem I'm seeing now, though, is you got another measured move to the downside. Oh, that's where I got the 15%. Yeah, no offense to Kato, but as long as you're staying in this downtrend, I could see you falling straight down to 154.06. We'll see what it does, though. We'll see what it does. If you get bullish, awesome, love it. You're probably going to go to 273.6, but I'm looking for 15% downside. Total. All right, checking out total. Checking out the total. Oh, this is what he's looking at. Got it. Just make sure she can still walk to tell her a direction. Oh, then tell her a direction? Oh, no. Ooh, that is a lower high. With bearish divergence? Oh. Total not looking strong. Yikes. Yeah, total looking a little rough here. Looking a little rough out here. Sheesh. Yo, what's up, ANT Oliverio? Oliverio, how you doing? How you doing? Yeah, it's that 4 hour. So the 4 hours plaguing me tonight. Sometimes it's the 1 hour. Other times it's the 4 hour. Today it's the 4 hour. The 4 hour is not looking great to me. I don't enjoy this. Gold sucking up all the liquidity. Is gold going up? You know, that kind of makes sense. With more uncertainty, gold, yeah. Makes sense. Nailed it! Let's go. How you doing, Aunt Oliveria? Yeah. This ain't good. This is an oversold bounce. There's no bullish divergence. This is not great. Not too great on total. We could see a nice little bounce as high as, I don't know, 3.31 trillion. That would give a lot of people a lot of hope. FTX delivered the 5 billion in stables. No. Some of that probably got transferred. Yeah, probably. One of the girls added me on TikTok. Gotta get that follow count up anyways. Any way I can. That is wild. Hey, man. Zup. What you think about XBCN? Just another rug pull? I have no idea. Good, man. Thank you. How you doing? I've been doing pretty darn good. Markets have been a bit choppy, so they've been a little harder to read, and that's what's making me feel so gosh darn bearish. So gosh darn bearish. You know, it is what it is. Part of the game. If we come back up here, we test bearishly, and we fall over, this is going to look real bad. Recent on-chain data shows that people are using stables like yield stocks. That's crazy. It makes sense, though, because you can get a yield. Seems like they're hesitant to use their liquidity. Can't imagine why, right? Dicky, we'll check it out. XZ or ZBCN, it is one of those tokens I am unwilling to even look at outside of when you guys request it. I actually don't know why you guys request it. That thing is a rocket ship. It went straight up. Everybody's like, hey, what do you think of this? I think it looks like dog shit. I would not invest at highs. I do not buy high. I only buy low. It doesn't make sense to buy high. But we'll look at it. I don't know if it's a rug pull or not. I just know People talk about it is partnered up with Ripple or something, which I still don't get the hype. I don't understand. Going into the 1 hour, so 1 hour is trying to be cool. It's just, God, even on the 1 hour, you got this level of resistance here that you need to break above. If you can't break above it, if you lose your uptrend, this thing's gonna look real bad real quick. There you go. There's your uptrend. You could make it all the way to your downtrend and then roll over later. So total's not looking great. Not looking great. If it does fall, however, we got some levels we can focus in on based off a downtrending Fibonacci. So, downtrending Fibonacci, we should have hit 313 already. We should have gotten down there. We haven't yet. If we lose that 3.13 trillion, we could find ourselves at 2.94 trillion. So, yeah, that's total. Moving on from the totals, let's go ahead and check out Sign. So on Sign, you're telling me you're trying to get into a short, are you? Really appreciate it, because it's the next XRP, they said. Oh, God. So I'm going to have to start hating it? Jeez. Zebek? We'll check it out. Trading View contest starts tomorrow. I'm ready to win for, or at least get 6 months free. You never tried the contest. Oh, you ever tried the contest? No, I signed up for one and I just never did it. Is that where they give you like a paper trading account and you have to get gains? I never made a trade. Last time I got in. Never made a trade. I knew it. XRP grifters and XLM grifters have moved to XCN and XBCN. That's pretty funny. I already hate it. Oh no. But yeah, Mo Money. I think the only reason I jumped in or even signed up for that thing is because it was like the winner could end up getting 10,000 US. No, they were offering $10,000. It was just like $10,000 that'll be deposited in your account that you could withdraw. And I was like, oh dang, that'd be great. Never did a trade. I'm like, oh man, too bad. Sad part is what they did in that contest is they just tallied up how much you had left in your account. Apparently I did pretty good, just not trading. I was like, that's bad. That's not good. Alright, for Sign, you're talking about getting into a short? I wouldn't try to get into a short just yet, but I can see where the argument is. So the reason why I would not get into a short is because you have bullish divergence on the 1 hour. You have a breakout of a downtrend. You have a higher low. Everything here says Sign should go up. So I had this marked out as an 8% downside. We almost got there. But now the 1 hour is giving me reasons to be bullish. Juno and Filecoin. Alrighty. So you guys see what I mean? Like down here, like where it says bull. This is bullish divergence. This is what I mean sometimes when it's like, oh, it's just an oversold bounce. And then it made that lower low. Now it's like, okay, what are we going to do? It made a higher low. So with Sign, you have that opportunity at greatness. You have a chance to get back up here. Which noted, then you could think about shorting. But I think you might actually get a little pop to the upside. This could result in a 5% move to the upside before it tries rolling over. So that's usually what I end up looking for. You get a bullish divergence, a higher low, and then I'm like, oh, game on, baby, let's get in there. Or bearish divergence, lower high. I'm going heavy leverage to the downside. Because downside plays out way faster normally. Because everybody's going long thinking, oh, I know what's going to happen. And then they get screwed. Long squeezes are amazing. They just keep on going. Then they trigger stop losses on top of it. Oh, it's beautiful. But, you know, This one, there's a very strong argument to upside. 15-minute does not look great. Looks like you're going to come down for a back test. But on that back test, I mean, you got that. And you got this right here. So it looks like you could just come down, touch, and then get a move to the upside. Mo, no problem. No problem, man. So anything in this range, if we come down and touch it, that is a back test. That is a confirmation that we could be going to the upside. That's what I like to see. Until I see that, well, there's no point in jumping in this trade now, is there? You're solely focused on downside until that happens. You already got your bullish divergence. You already got your higher low. You're waiting for the last piece of the puzzle. Higher low after a breakout. Okay? Give me that confirmation. Give me that bullish back test. Make me feel good about this. And then let me ride this thing up to the 1618. So yeah, that's what I see out of this sign token. That's what I see out of that. Certain app time. Sup there, chat? How we doing? That's funny. That's funny. Alright, we've been live for an hour and 12 minutes thus far. Let's go ahead and get into our next request. Juno. Juno, nothing! Juno! Nothing! What exchange is this? Mexi, okay. Let's go out to the daily. Would you look at that? It stopped out everybody and their sister, then made the measured move. Juno's out for blood. Juno on the prowl. It's a predator. Terrible. You even got a false bearish breakdown before you did that crap. What is this? Stupid. Can't even hold support. Oh my gosh. So there's a argument for 156% upside. With these wicks and the false breakdowns, I don't trust it. I don't trust it one bit. Your daily doesn't look bad. Your 4-hour does. And now it looks like it can consolidate for a while. Juno. Juno's a weird one. Juno's a weird one. This one's one of those dexes on Solana, right? No, it's not. That's Jupiter. What is this one? Is it an aggregate or something? Well, the positive, you're sitting on top of your 50 simple on the 15-minute. You broke out of the recent downtrend, which is right here. There's an argument for upside. So I'll just give you the bullish case and hope that it happens and you don't get stopped out. But I would not be trading this. There's a very huge lack of volume here. It could go up 50%. And that's solely because there's a lack of volume. If it decides to go down, though, you also have an argument for that. Which, yeah, you made a nice deep retrace. And if you roll over, you could be right back down here or even lower. So, yeah. Let's just focus in on the 1272, which is sitting right on support. 23% downside. Take your bets, flip your coins. Let's see what happens. Juno, I'm actually unsure. Because of the lack of volume, I have no clue. Let's go. File. Maybe during the week it'll get a direction, but as of right now, I'm not a big fan. Not a big fan. Oversold bounce, no bullish divergence, and you're finding resistance. Where was once resistance? If this coincides with a downtrend, I'm going to be pretty darn bearish on that. Ooh, it's been saved. Been saved from the scorn of my terrible words. At least for now. But, noted. You can see this consolidation back here. You can see this lower high. You can see this change in relative strength on the 1 hour. That always gets me worried. It always gets me worried. Seeing hidden bearish divergence on any time frame gets me really worried. So this is the area to beat. If you can beat this out, if you can break to the upside, phenomenal. Otherwise, we have a lot of downside that Filecoin could go. Bearish case right now, 228.2. This is your bearish case. I'm not saying it will happen. I'm saying it could happen. Okay? I'm not going to be hyper bearish going into a weekly candle close because things get really weird on weekly candle closes. What I will point out is you had a low over here and you made a lower low. That's all I'm going to point out. You guys can make your own decisions. You're grown people. I'm going to say people because I'm told from one of my clients who does view my streams, I don't have a 0% female watching audience. There might be a 0.001. There just might be. So, people. We can easily have 27 likes. Crazy. I mean, could. But I obviously don't deserve it. I obviously don't deserve the likes. Anyways, this is what I'm seeing out of this right now. I know there's a low stochastic. I get it. It's just you should not be using what was once support as a resistance. That's just not right. Let's check your 4 hour. Let's see what it's doing. And there's our problem. The 4 hour. 4 hours our problem. 4 hours doing us dirty with this oversold bounce and no bullish divergence. Just doing us dirty. If we get this 11.6% move to the downside, maybe we stop at the 1272. Maybe we stop short. So maybe, just maybe, we only get an 8% move to the downside. Remember, the 1272 to 1618. Those are profit-taking levels. But anyways, and anything in between those two levels, profit-taking zone. But we get that move down, we could have amazing bullish divergence on the 4 hour, and then it could pop up, get that higher low. Now we have an argument for a lot of upside. At this second in time, I'm leaning bearish. I'm leaning bearish. And the main reason I'm going to lean bearish is because of this right here. We had a beautiful uptrend that they decided to just violate in the worst type of way with a huge drop from it. So I'm going to stay bearish. See how WCT is crashing down yesterday? I don't know what WCT is. No, I didn't see it. Didn't see it. I know LPT ended up crashing, but it also made it up to that level I was talking about where I would have wanted to short it. Was I looking at the chart? Of course not. When I saw it down 24% today, I was like, I probably should have paid attention to that chart. So I forgot who was telling me yesterday, short it, short it, short it. We were both right. We were both right. All right. All right, ZBCN. How to recognize these type of tokens that rip out and enter a short or is too risky with them? Huh? I am unsure of this question. What you mean? ZBCN, we're starting to lose a level of support. We've had major bearish divergence on the 4 hour, and we got a lower high. So usually, if you're looking to short some of these things that broke out and went crazy, this is what you're looking for. You're looking for the bearish divergence, and then after the bearish divergence, a lower high. As soon as you get that, that's your confirmation. Hey, we're going down. Let's go, baby. A new downtrend is formed. Some people like the extra confirmation where it makes a lower low and then a lower high. For me, I just like that lower high, and I'm like, let's ride. Let's go, baby. But I've kind of been identifying that all night where I'm like, what was acting as support became a resistance. That's usually how you can start shorting. Usually. What video is that, Rich? I mean, these tokens that keep pumping, but you know, like, they will crash in minutes. You never know if they're going to crash in minutes, but yeah. Check that video by Porky, Beginner Trader. Yeah, check that out. I made an entire dedicated video for that. Shay365, thank you so much for the sub. Can't wait to see what your request is in the next 5 minutes. I can't wait. I'm actually looking forward to it. Don't you leave me. Don't you leave me. Alrighty. So here's our box. Actually, I'd bring it down here. Here's our box. If we fall through it, let's say we hit this level, we bounce back up, and we get close to our downtrend, that's where we start shorting. Until we utilize this level of support as a resistance, we don't short. We wait. Even to the downside, we need confirmation. Confirmation is king. Confirmation is king. It's just, in the crypto world, confirmation to the downside, you need a little bit less. You know, just a little bit less, because you're expecting panic sellers, you're expecting long squeezes, you're expecting just people taking profit in general, because there are not hedge funds or retirement funds feeding into the crypto space non-stop to force it to the upside all the time. So that's the difference between the crypto market and the stock market. This is also why Bitcoin and Ethereum are operating way differently than all other crypto. It is because they have those spot ETFs. Spot ETFs create this perpetual move to the upside. It's because of people's retirements. That's all it is. As soon as a retirement account gets connected to an asset, it's really hard to make those things go down to like an 886 retracement or all the way down to pretty much, oh, we broke out, we went up, and then we made 100% retrace. It's really hard to do that because you're constantly getting a drip feed of new investment, new capital, new money coming in. Crypto space does not have that yet. Only Bitcoin and Ethereum do. This is the difference. Okay. And I really hope that makes sense to you. So whenever you start hearing me talk about, oh, we could short, you're going to hear me for weeks, months, random days on an end where I'm constantly looking for shorts. The advantage is to the downside. The advantage is to the downside. How cool would it be? Would a total crypto ETF be? But just top 1,000 coins or something? I don't think we need 1,000 coins. It's way too many. But yeah, that's what Grayscale was trying to do. So Grayscale, with their trusts, that's why you got to pay attention to their trusts, because that is the first form of like a pseudo ETF based off investors taking risks. So that's why paying attention to Grayscale is really important to see what they have in their portfolio and what they're offering to their customers. Now, if I haven't gotten a like from you guys after dropping all that information, if you didn't already know that, please hit the like button. Who knows? Maybe you'll join the Discord. Maybe you'll become a member. Maybe that was worth $5. Who knows? Who knows? Anyways, yeah, so ZBZN, we're still waiting for a breakdown. We're still in a downtrend. It's riskier to take a short right now because we're holding support than if you just break down and get a bearish backtest. Give it enough time, you'll have your opportunity. Give it enough time. ZBEC. It would include a lot of small caps and risk. Well, the only risk is if they're not on exchanges. I don't know what ZBEC is. Okay, cool. ZBCN, that's all it was. Alright, cool. We covered the requests. Let's get into the trade. We're going to check in on virtual real quick. We are only up 51% on virtual short. Still in the short. For anybody who is new here, this is the short that we got into. And we're still in it. Thank you for your analyze, man. Oh, no problem, Dickie. No problem. Let's check the 15. Now the 15 minute is making me feel real good about my shorting decision, because the 15 minute is putting in this tiny little lackluster BS uptrend that I'm looking for this thing to just start rolling over and continuing to the downside. So virtual, I'm liking it. It's like McDonald's. All right, I'm loving it. Looking at the 1 hour, the 1 hour is the one that's trying to be more bullish. So we could get another false breakout coming back up to 20479 as a bearish backtest of this level. That's the only thing that would be keeping me out of jumping into another short with this, but let's move on. So I'm going to be looking for a trade to jump into for Pumpkin right now. Let's see how it's going. Let's see how things are going. I'm going to check out Hype, because Hyperliquid, I was very disappointed in myself last night for not being in this short. I got wicked out of it. It pulled down. Shameful on my part. I allowed this thing to get the best of me. I'm sorry. But we will be better this time. We will be better. Link to Porky's Discord. Yes, guys, join the Discord. Is my bot not working? No, my bot's working. Okay. Also, links are in the description down below. So, the area in which I do not want Hyperliquid to break above is this right here. This right here. The closer we are to it, the better. Right now, we are technically breaking out. No, we're not. We're about to hit a new downtrend. Ooh. Ooh! I like this. I like this. So, normally what I would look at is, oh, we're so far away from our downtrend. We just put in a high. We use support. I should go long. This is why I want to go short. That is the exact reason why I want to go short. Now, looking at the 4 hour. The 4 hour looks abysmal. Just abysmal. Let's check out your 15. 15 looks terrible. Looks terrible. We had bearish divergence, pullback. Are we getting a double top? Are we getting a double top? Oh, I canceled out the double top. Or did it? Holy shit. Are we getting a double top? This might be really nice. Oh, boy. This might be really nice. $27.83. Whoa, whoa. We do have possibility to the downside. Hey, Porky, can you check ETH in 4 hour, please? Shay, I got you covered. We'll check it out. This has a possibility of a lot of downside. This has 16%. Wow. A lot of these alts, they have the opportunity of a lot of downside. Let's go ahead and check out ETH on the 4 hour. ETH on the 4 hour. So yeah, we were looking at ETH at the beginning of stream. ETH's doing some weird stuff. What was acting as support back here is now acting as resistance. However, we did have a downtrend that we broke out of. So, technically speaking, we would be looking for that golden retrace. However, it's the weekend. So with it being the weekend, that creates problems. We did have an uptrend that we broke bearishly out of. So I'm thinking this move, this 4.35% move to the downside and a test of our other trend line, I believe that could be coming. I understand we are in the bearish control zone. However, we do not have any type of bullish divergence. All we have is a low and a higher low on the 4 hour. This could be bearish consolidation. Could. So there's a lot of, I don't know, maybe stuffs like that. So that's why I would be focusing in more on like the 1 hour or the daily. So let's look at the daily real fast. So the daily, you're not in neutral territory. To get to neutral, you got to come down a little bit more. That's what's making me think this. But if I'm solely looking at the 4 hour time frame, I would technically be bullish, and I would be looking for 6.13% move to the upside. But I'm a big old bear tonight. I am a big old bear tonight, and I'm thinking we going down. And that is solely because what was support is now resistance. I'm fully ignoring the bullishness because of that. I mean, the 1 hour looks good. Problem is, you canceled out your bullish divergence. That's kind of a shame by putting in a lower low. Now you just had an oversold bounce and a higher low. Yuck. Gross. Nasty. Support is now acting as resistance? Oh, no. No. Wait, we can scalp this. Hold on. Whoa, 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 whoa. Thank you for making me look at Ethereum. Wait, I can trade this right now? Sorry, I'm excited now. I'm excited now. We got the hidden bearish divergence on the 15 too. I'm excited now. Oh, damn. 24.56? You guys think that's about to happen? Oh, I'm really excited for this. Wait a minute. Wait a minute. You can see it. You can see it plain as day. You can see it. Support, resistance, lower high. I'm kind of excited for that. All right. Pumpkin, we got our trade. Chat, is BTC going up, going down further, or are we bouncing here? Pumpkin, that was directed at you. What are we doing? What are we doing, brother? All right, let's go ahead and check out Ethereum. We're going to enter that Ethereum trade. Where is ETH? Right there. A 25x? They're playing with my heart. Oh! All right, we're going to be going short on Ethereum. 25x short. Let's go. We are in the 25x short on Pumpkin. We have entered. We are in there like swimwear. What is our liquidation price? Liquidation's 25.68. Let's see, where would I put it? I would put it right about here. So I'm thinking we're going to maintain these lower highs. 25.31. Okay, 25.31. So stop loss going at 25.31. There we go. Why is it only saying 4%? 4.75%. Oh, I hate it when it does that. Okay, I get it. I get it. Exactly where I just put it. Nice. 24.56 is our target. And just for safety purposes, just if you want to pull the ripcord out early, here's a downtrend you're expecting to hold on to. So here we go. 24.56. All right. I don't know why it's saying 32%. Obnoxious. Wait, is that only like a little over 1%? I'm only risking 4%? Oh, this is amazing. Like actual? I am, because it's only 25. Oh, I gotta remember. Yeah, I gotta remember. Like I am used to way more leverage on Ethereum. Wow. It's weird. Now it looks like I'm being like responsible. That's crazy. 2531. I wrote that in, right? Like properly? 2531. I did. Aw, damn it. Considering I wanted to go short, I should have went long. Shit. I forgot. I messed up. That's fine. Oh well. Supposed to be doing the opposite, right? Like, we made the higher high, bro. We're pumping to the moon, obviously. Yeah, I messed that up. I messed that one up bad. Is it opposite day? It might be, actually. Like, trading opposite has worked out pretty darn well. Things that I've thought looked really bullish, like Cookie. Cookie, for instance, earlier today. Let me show you what I was looking at. So Cookie earlier, I was like, oh dang, we got a breakout of a downtrend. We popped up, we held support, we broke out of a downtrend, we're going up 16%, baby. No, we weren't. Damn. Instead, we confirmed our low. Well, shit. Oh, Cookie. Cookie did me dirty today. Could still come down first a bit. It could. Oh, we've been live for 1 hour and 35 whole minutes. We are going insane out here. Currently, we are dead even on the Ethereum trade on Pumpkin. Dead even. Now we're down 0.1%. Oh my goodness, it's getting saucy out here. I really do. Like, I wish this would show. I wish this chart would show my entry, show my stop loss. You know, show some things. But instead, it doesn't. Too bad. Too bad. Oh, we got a double bottom with higher strength? Jeez. I could get cooked here, guys. Could get cooked. Oh, boy. Da da da. All right. Well, we've gotten into a trade. We've gotten into a couple trades. We are now in the paint dry section of the stream, which I'm not a big fan of this part. This part sucks. And it's hot in the room I'm in. Jupe and ENA if you can. Alrighty. Can I create polls in Pumpkin? I don't know. The heck? Let's go to the 4 hour. 4 hour. Well, you're doing something you probably should not have done. How far down you fell is a real problem. Real problem. What? Okay, fast trades. That was a different one. So Jupiter has some work to do. Acting as support, acting as resistance, just like it did back here. Except for this one, you were trending up going into it. Now you're trending down. Bearish backtest. This could continue falling. You have a high stochastic on the 4 hour. That's not very promising in my opinion. We got a lot of things going into the green right now. No bullish divergence on the 4 hour, just an oversold bounce. Oh, it's going to make a decision soon. Hey, that's great. That's great. So maybe you go up, maybe you go down. I'm a big old bear tonight. I'm thinking things are going down all night long. And right now, if you cannot break above 5418, I think you're going down. Actually, I take it back. You can go as high as 5549. Be careful on this one. Wait until you break your uptrend. Wait till you break this uptrend. Once you break the uptrend, you'll know. But if you do break that uptrend, well, your downtrend could be a little rough. Could be a little rough. Could find yourself coming down here at a 4456. Yeah, could be a little rough with a 15% move to the downside. But if you do break to the upside, because you did make a high and a higher high. Oh, you made a lower low. Whipsaw. Okay, cool. We're playing around with whipsaws now, I guess. But if you do manage to go to the upside for, what is this, Jupe? You could find yourself all the way up here, 7772. Your new meme coins are flying. Let's go, Steve. Get those dubs. Get those dubs. Enjoy. 47% upside or a 15% downside. I'm a big old bear tonight. I'm thinking 15% downside, so it might be time for you to go long. Just might. Oh, checking out Vibe. We are, yep, in this pumpkin vibe here. We're not doing much on this trade, are we? It's just not moving. Just not moving. That's what I see out of Jupe. What was the next one? ENA. ENA. Well, that 22% downside played out pretty nicely, actually. That's impressive. I don't even know when I was looking at ENA to call for that 22% downside, but damn, that played out. Get rid of the bullish case. That didn't matter. Jeez. Jeez. I mean, it's still in play. If things get bullish for some reason, you might go up to 59 cents. You might get up to 59 cents. Here, that's your bullish case at the moment. Do I think that's going to happen? I don't. I do not think that's going to happen. I don't like what this price action's doing. It could come back up here to 34.97. If you hit that 34.97 though, and you can't break it, I would go short, and I would enjoy that ride down to 21 cents. I would enjoy every second of that. So, bullish case, 90% upside, I find to be unlikely. Bearish case, you get a nice move up and then roll over, 38% downside, I'm okay with that. I am A-okay with that. Jeez, y'all out here competing who's poorer? I feel like I'm doing a really bad job with these live streams. If y'all are talking about how poor you are, sheesh. That's terrible. Short on Ethereum currently is going well. Short on Ethereum's going well. Alright, that was ENA. Oh boy. I think we're good. I think we're good. Let's get back to Ethereum. Let's get back to the show. Look at that Ethereum. Look at that. That FIDA trade worked out. I'm still in a long. I don't even remember what I said on it. Considering I've been so undecisive with these markets. No idea. Oh, you got a breakout to the upside. Nice. You have a lower high. This one reminds me of virtuals, actually. No bullish divergence on the 1 hour. Just oversold bounce. Got a lot of sell pressure out there, didn't you? Let's just hope you hang on to that uptrend. You stay in the uptrend, fantastic. Fan-freaking-tastic, brother. Get those gains. Bitcoin and Ethereum are falling right now. You can see how I would not be bullish on this, right? Like you can see that, right? I just want the visuals to make sense on what I'm seeing. If we lose this uptrend, it's going to be dark. If we break above it, hold the support, it's going to be amazing. It's going to be the best trade ever. 1 hour looks great. 4 hour, dog poop. Bearish cross. Gross. See, this is a problem with weekend price actions. Yeah, it's frustrating. So frustrating. Yet I'm here every day, live, for you guys. If you guys didn't understand what I was about to say, hit the like button. We need it. Still holding MSTZ, even though you said it's going to down to pennies, up 20%, will sell in a week or so. Is that the shorting of MicroStrategy? Hey man, probably the best move. My signal called it on the 15-minute going down. Oh, really? That's funny. Ethereum trade, we're up 3% on the short. We're doing things. We're doing things. Bro, why does everyone on Pumpkin have a year in their name? What? What's highest leverage you try? Brendan? Are you talking about on a regular basis? Or are you talking about like when I'm just trading live for the entertainment value? This is a very, very big time question. Because like everything on Pumpkin seems like low leverage on just a normal basis. It just seems like low leverage to me. But On my regular trades, on average, I'll go 15x. If I'm trading Bitcoin or Ethereum, there's a very high possibility I'm going like anywhere between 50 to 150x normally. Steve, remember those meme coins? All of those? They're all on ETH. Gems. Are they really? Are they printing for you? Love to hear it. That's awesome. Yeah, guys, I'm not gonna like bash you or anything for jumping into your meme coins and all. I got 2 kids here. I am not gonna pay attention to meme coins. I'm not doing that at all. There's no way in hell I'm gonna pay attention to meme coins. That's like a full-time job. Like, you gotta make sure it's not rug pulled. You gotta make sure the team's still working. Are you gonna get it listed onto an exchange? Is the exchange listing coming? Is the community backing you? Do you have enough trading volume? I'm not doing that. I'm just not. So, yeah, it's just not for me. Not this bull run. Maybe next one or the one after when my kids are a little bit older. I just don't have the time. I really don't. Yeah, trading meme coins literally is a full-time job. Heck, just finding them. Oh, God. That's hard, too. Get them low market cap. Just don't round trip them. Well, that's the whole thing. You never know if you're going to round trip it or not. You got to look at the chart multiple times a day. It's rough. Not easily accessible on my phone. No, it's rough, man. It is rough. But yeah, that's what I'm talking about. It's like a full-time job, and I'm not here for it. I'm just not here for it. Oh, now you have a new level to break. Here's your new level. You are now below it. All right, FIDA, got some work to do. Are you going to bust back through it? Be like the Kool-Aid man? Oh, yeah. Or are you going down? I found the pot of meme coin gold. Stayer is making great calls. All right, man. All right. I'm really glad it's working out for you, though. Just not my cup of tea. I'm more of an energy drink guy. Just call me the Black Kyle. Alrighty. We've been live for an hour and 50 minutes. Currently over here on Pumpkin, we are up 2% on our ETH short. Not bad, not bad. On our virtual short, we are up 59%. Not bad, not bad. I swear some of these traders I see buying or selling memes on decks where you can see the addresses are doing it 24/7, like taking shifts. That's wild. Can I look at party? Sure, Mo. Sure. We can look at party. Have I ever checked out Elliott wave theory? Yeah. It gets invalidated way too often. I don't like it. I just don't like it. I like one portion of the theory. That things will go in waves to the upside and retracement waves to the downside. That is the only part of Elliott wave I like. But man, they got some strict rules, man. I ended up learning it and I was just like, good God. They're really strict. And you can get invalidated often. Okay, I remember this one. The weekly's not looking so hot. Looking at the daily, daily's not looking great either. You're going down. You're going down. Wait, did you made a lower high? Oh God, that's terrible. What, like ABC moves? Yeah, pretty much. Can you look at Mastar? I'm thinking 300 to get out of short. Yeah, I could check it out. Check the 4 hour. Alright, so you have an area you're going to have to beat. If you can break back above this and break your downtrend, you're sitting pretty. You're doing good. If you can't, well, you got support at 16 cents. You just got a bearish cross on your moving averages. That's not a good start. It's not a good start. As soon as that 200 starts curling over, it's really bad. Momentum's to the downside. It's just not a good time. So I would be looking for that 16 cent level and then going from there. MSTR. MicroStrategy. MicroStrategy doesn't look that bad on the daily, but if Bitcoin's dipping, MicroStrategy is going to be in trouble. It is putting in a lower high as well. That's the danger right there. That's an unfortunate turn of events. So if we can break to the upside, fantastic. What I was aiming at before could very well happen. But if we are putting in that lower high at a 618 retracement, it's going to get really bad. Either way, you put in a high, higher high, third higher high. You have states, you have countries, you have everything investing into MicroStrategy. That's why he can pull out so much money to buy into Bitcoin. Also, they do have earnings and stuff. I'm thinking if you do keep pulling back, you're going to aim at this 314 level. So that's your support right now that you would like to hold. If you don't hold it, you could come back down to 265. We kind of just have to see what they do. I mean, new month, new price action. It's actually a really big deal. On Monday's market open, what happens? So we'll see what ends up happening. Actually, tomorrow night when futures opens, it'll be really important to see what the market sentiment is, what they're thinking of. Unless Trump starts talking about he's going to pause tariffs again, I think we're going down. I really do. It's making a cup right now. What? I don't know. You can make that argument. I don't pay attention to cup and handles either. At least not normally. Unless the cup is so apparent to me that it's like, I can't miss it. Like, oh, wow. That looks really good. That looks crazy good. Whoa. Like, unless I see that, I don't think about it. Currently on the Ethereum short, we are up 1%. Not really going anywhere. Just kind of chilling. Just relaxing. Playing some b-ball outside of the pool. Alright, once we get this last 5 minutes, I think I'm going to call it. So yeah, synopsis of the night. I feel bearish. I'm interested if the bulls do step in as soon as futures opens, but considering what happened this week, I don't have much confidence in the market at the moment. Because how can we have really good economic data, Nvidia is doing amazing, just a cash grabbing money cow, and then all of a sudden, oh, we're going to put a 25% tariff on steel. All markets dump aggressively. I don't like this. Something smells fishy. I don't like it. You fired Elliott wave theory from my chart? Oh, yeah. Turbo's turning around. Thanks, man. Nice work. I do my best. Man. I missed BTC. Can we recap? Yeah. So BTC right now, it is finding resistance at what was acting as support. Now has been acting as strong resistance. This is why I'm a big old bear tonight. I don't like it when that happens. We are below a weekly level of support at 104,623. I am thinking we have a possibility of coming down to 101, 133. However, if we do break to the upside, because there is an argument for the upside, we could find ourselves getting back up to this wonderful little supply line, in which that would bring us to a 4.48% move to the upside. So that's your bullish case. If you're bullish, you're going to be aiming at that 4.48. I am bearish. I'm aiming at 3% to the downside. It is almost a coin flip, 50-50. We'll see what happens. But as of right now, I'm leaning to the bearish side simply because the market should not have acted the way it did. It really shouldn't. Off just a 25% tariff, that every single tariff that's been implemented so far has gotten pulled back and paused. It doesn't make any sense for them to sell off so harshly. Those are just my thoughts. You guys can leave yours in the comments below. Y'all can leave yours in the comments. It rubs me the wrong way, man. Looks like we're getting more people in here on Pumpkin. Nice, nice. Currently up 2% on the Ethereum short right now. We're doing okay. We're doing okay. But yeah, I'm a big old bear tonight. We'll see if I'm a bull tomorrow. But we did make history today. We got Bitcoin's highest monthly candle close ever. Highest ever. What do you think? We'll do it at open? I have no idea. Honestly, no idea. Did we fill the CME future gap? I don't know. BTC 1? No. It was 1. Dang it. Oh, here it is. Alright. Alright, let's go out to the daily real quick. We had a gap. As Rich says, did we fill a gap? We got this little gap right here. We did not fill it. What is that? Hello there. Wait, can you hear me? What is that noise? What was that noise?
Somebody joined the chat and they didn't mute their mic.
I can see that. I'm just wondering if they're
so
going to
that's
say
what
hi.
you're hearing.
What's the music? Alrighty. I don't know what that music is. I don't know if it's DMCA. Could be a problem. But but yeah, so CME futures, we got a gap right there. Maybe the wicks count as filling it. I'm not sure. But then we also have this gap right here. So maybe the wicks fill it. I'm not sure. But I would look at this as a gap. Listening to sad music? I mean, maybe. I don't know. Maybe it was good music. I'm not sure. I just wish I knew what the music was. Cool! Of course. What was the music, though? Wait, was that Tina? Did I mute Tina? I don't know. Oh, I don't know. We got a live one. We did get a live one. We got a live one. But yeah. The CME future gaps, they always confuse me. Is it like we cover it with a wick and then we get out of there? Or what exactly? Oh, here is a gap. Alright, this one is plain as day. So this could be a gap that they could fill. Oh god, that's low. But here is a gap right here. So no wick covering it. It is just an empty space. So if they did decide to have a downturn in the markets, we could come all the way down to this level down here at 92,000. Wild. Poly X and Anchor. Alrighty. We can check out Poly X and Anchor. Oh, weird. I thought those got filled. I mean, normally they do. Sometimes it takes a while. Sometimes it takes a while. Let's get rid of all of this because I don't know what it is. Don't know what this is. Your daily doesn't look bad, but terrible at the same time. So you had your bullish divergence, you had your higher low, then you disrespected it completely. Disrespected it completely by breaking down. Currently you're in a downtrend right here to here. Let's go into lower time frames. Here's the area you got to break above. Because what was acting as support back here became resistance down here. As soon as you broke back above it, unable to even backtest it as support. That's a shame. That's not what you want to see. So likely you're going to come up, test it. Maybe you get all the way up to 15.53. I don't like this price action at all. I'll say that. Checking out the one. Ew. I don't like the 1 hour. But I think you did break out of a downtrend just to find another one. Awesome. Awesome. Awesome possum. So it's like you broke out of this downtrend, you put in a higher low. There's an idea you could go up. You could also fall. I don't know. Based off this price action, I do not know. Because more than likely, everyone's looking at it like this, just waiting for that bearish backtest and a rollover. And to maintain not getting above this. But then again, that could set you up greatly for going up and testing up here instead. This is weird price action. I don't like it until you can break above 15.53 and stay above it and then break your downtrend. I'm going to be very bearish on this. I'm going to think very poor things about it. Based off this price action back here, it looks like you're trying to get down to this level at 12.57. You've almost done it. You're close. So I would be looking to finish the move. To say the least. I would be looking to finish this. Which could be another 9.43% move to the downside. That's what I would be looking for. So that's what I see out of Poly X. I don't like the movements it's doing. Let's check out Anchor. Well, this isn't great either. You're not even on support. What are we doing here? You can 20x XRP on Pumpkin, I see. Well, I don't trade XRP, so that wouldn't really matter. On your daily, you could come up for a bearish backtest and roll over, or you can break through it like a champion, then hold it as support. We're kind of have to wait and see, but currently you're in a downtrend right now for Anchor. You have your bullish divergence. If this is your high or low, this could go up in a very big way. Very big way if it's your high or low. Because then we can just bring this down here and focus on when you break out, this thing could rally a lot. I would be looking at it just like this, coming up to 27.66. So it could be a noted, this is if you hold your uptrend after breaking out and you continue to the upside. 72%, 72 to possibly a 94% move to the upside. Otherwise, good luck to the downside. You have support sitting at 0.0815. It's kind of that bipolar. It's not great. It's not awesome. It's just kind of is what it is. Anchor's not showing the same strength it did the last time it rallied. But yeah. Back here, I loved that. So we had that. It was a beautiful move. I loved it. We're not having that at the moment. We gotta wait. We gotta wait. Alright, everybody. Well, I think I'm going to call it for the night. Currently on Pumpkin, we have a 25x short on Ethereum. We are currently positive by 4%, and we are hoping to take some profits soon. Looking in on Ethereum, that chart right here. Let's go ahead and get into that 15-minute time frame, what we're trading off of. So we are expecting this downtrend to keep playing a role in this move to the downside. And our profit taking level sitting down here at 2456. 2456. Right down here at this level, we are looking for downside. The other trade we're in is over on Buy DeFi. And I am currently still looking at major downside potential coming down a lot. Coming down a lot. That's what I'm thinking of. Alright. Gonna go 3 requests ignored. I'm out. Have a good night. I missed 3? Fast trades? I looked at MicroStrategy. What are we talking about? Do you like request and walk away? Like, I mean, are we for real? Are we for real? Or do you just want to see your chart again? How I mentioned, it needs to stay above 314, otherwise you're going to 265. A lower high at a 618 retracement. What? Just drunk, thanks. Oh, okay, I got you. All right. Let's say, like, what are we talking about, bro? No problem, Mo. Hopefully you have a great evening. Hopefully you all have a great night, great morning, great afternoon, whatever it might be for you. I will be back tomorrow for another live stream. I'm going to get on out of here. Hopefully you guys enjoyed the live stream coverage of the crypto space and possible trade setups. Currently I am bearish. Hopefully I'm wrong. Have you on my phone watching others on TV? Oh, I see how it is. Second priority. Wow. So I'm the side chick. Oh, that's how it is. Okay. All right. Well, I'm going to take my side chick behind out of here. I'm going to get going. All right, guys. I appreciate each and every one of you. If you're not a part of the Discord yet, jump into the Discord. Become a part of it. We do have all of our exchange partnerships in the links in the description down below. Join the exchanges. Enjoy the trading. Maybe even join, I don't know, one of the copy trading on Buy DeFi. Do some of that. Anyways, guys, I'm hopping on out of here. Much love. Deuces, y'all. Keep those stop losses tight. Take it easy. I'm out.